the oil, that petrol and diesel that we get. So there's this hypothesis that oil might be a sentient creature that wants to come up from the depths of the earth and take over the world, and it's using humans as its vehicle. So there are, I mean, what consciousness is, it's a hard problem. So I won't harp on that. Maybe we can come back to medicine now.
Yeah, that will be a good idea. Actually,
I will. I just want to come in support of. So I just want to come in support of Parikshat actually. Sir, AI will be very, very dark. The kind of input which I am getting from audiences, I will correlate it with, let's say, motor vehicles. Imagine motor vehicles which came 200 years back. Suppose today's Ferrari was invented back at that times without seat belt, without roads, without all the policies, road regulations. That would have been a massive weapon, जिसके पास भी वो वाली गाड़ी होती. और क्या मोटर व्हीकल ने डेथ नहीं की है इन 200 साल में? क्या वो डेंजरस नहीं थी? पर हमें उसे यूज कर रहे हैं. तो एआई भी बहुत डेथ वो करने वाली है आगे, इसमें कोई डाउट नहीं है. फॉर एग्जांपल सम जेंटलमैन आस्क फॉर कॉपीराइट ऑफ एआई थिंग. मैंने सर को मैसेज भी भेजा था कि वो एक इंडियन है जिसका अभी सुसाइड हुआ है, जो ओपन एआई का इनसाइडर है, जिसने विसल ब्लोअर था, उसने बताया था कि ओपन एआई पूरी तरह से कॉपीराइट वायलेशन कर रहा है. द प्रॉब्लम विद एआई एंड ओपन चैट जीपीटी इज इट इज ओनली 2 years old. ओनली 2 years old और उसने इतना कुछ कर दिया है. तो जो सान्याल का जो थीम था कि इट इज डेंजरस थिंग टू हैंडल unless we totally understand. That's all.
Okay. So I'll just try to summarize this philosophical discussion and then move on to medical education back. Is by something known as what is being told. I have just opened it here as well. I'll see if I can give you a good slide on it. What is the general purpose technology? The general purpose technology in the evolution of mankind has been a technology where things have radically changed and changed the power of the human being, wheel being one of them. The simple wheel, which we today take it for granted, is the general purpose technology. Gunpowder, the ability to kill at a distance. And secondly, I'm also reminded of that cartoon where we were talking about, this was something in London. It's a 1890 cartoon where you can see that on the streets of London, you have the people sort of dead and dead on the streets, and they are stuck with electricity. And what was the title of this thing? The demon called electricity. If that electricity would have been a demon, we wouldn't have been sitting here today the way we are. So let's get back to medical education from philosophy and just have one final question addressed to either of the speakers, and then we'll summarize it. And because we're getting late, but it was such an interesting time with everyone, and so it carried on. So just one final thing, but yes, promise the question will be back to medical education. And the rest we will continue the evening along with the drink. We can talk of more philosophy then. So questions based on medical education and AI, generative AI. We focus on generative AI in medical education. Can we have some questions on that? I think everyone has got, yeah.
Make a comment here, which I read in a book called Green Medicine. And as it is, somehow we feel that consciousness is a subject which we can just put it under the carpet, although we are all conscious human beings. And this book actually talked about one very interesting thing, that in very old days, when we used to practice medicine, it was actually shamanism during those days. It was the kind of modern medicine that we practice now was not there. They said that time, the priest and the physician, they used to be the same person. It was only in the dark ages that the function of priest went to only take care of the soul, and the physician was left only with the body and the mind. It is to say that soul, body, and mind are 3 different entities. Unfortunately or fortunately, they are actually a united whole. So not to,
Again, we'll have this talk in the evening. That this talk is again getting on to the evening after a drink. So we'll get back to medical education and one final yes.
sir, referring to Dr. Durga Prasad's that motion pictures he depicted very beautifully about agonist and antagonist.
Yes.
So I have a question. Once we do, if we generate such kind of motion pictures, can we claim intellectual property rights? One, and second is I think we should put a references like to standardize to particular institute. Thank you.
No, sir. Actually, these kind of generative AI content, this is circulated throughout internet. Even my kid has one YouTube channel also. So there is no copyright claims generally. Up tak to they are not giving any copyright claims for the generative AI content.
So if I can just partly answer that. So when you publish it, you're supposed to declare it. Chat, GTP or any other thing cannot be a co-author. That's been a rule on that there cannot be a co-author. And at the same time, what is important is that if you use it for refining your text, you're supposed to declare it. You're supposed to declare it. Maybe I think wind this session. Thank you. The mementos, fair enough. Please share with. Sure.
May I request Dr. Praveen Iyer, sir, to kindly come to the stage and felicitate our chairperson? Thank you, sir. After a very interactive and engaging session, we now move to our next session, AI in AFMS Journey So Far. I make the most of this opportunity to gain valuable insights by welcoming our esteemed chairperson, Group Captain S.A. Rahim. Sir is an accomplished radiologist and educator. He has done MD in radiology from AFMC Pune and has 14 years of enriching teaching experience.
With expertise in imaging informatics, artificial intelligence in healthcare, and data science, he has been recognized with prestigious honors. His innovative work continues to drive advancements in medical imaging and AI applications. I request the chairperson to take over the proceedings. Thank you, sir.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. AI is a buzzword in today's world, and adoption of artificial intelligence is inevitable. AFMS has recognized this fact and has embarked upon this journey. Though it's a humble beginning of over a year now, we made some early inroads. We also stumbled upon some known and some unknown stumbling blocks, but also we unearthed some gems who have immense potential and who are highly passionate about using AI in healthcare, especially in AFMS. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you one of the brilliant AFMS clinicians, Colonel Aman Arora, who will talk more about the journey so far of AFMS, that is Armed Forces Medical Services, in adopting AI. He's an accomplished surgeon of international repute, a keen researcher. Can I have slides, please? and he has a keen interest in AI and automation and robotics. May I request Amanarata, please come on the stage, please.
So may I start, sir? Yeah. Thank you, sir. Yeah. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, heartfelt thanks to the organizers for having me here. So I'll be talking about the AI journey of the Armed Forces Medical Services, what we've achieved and what lies ahead. Sorry. Mhm. Mhm. So a couple of disclosures. I have no conflicts of interest. Army will never allow it. Do know some bit of ATLS, and like all of you, I'm still learning AI. So when we talk about AI, this is the slide everybody showcases. 1950s onwards, the generations have been changing from AI to machine learning to deep learning, and now, I mean, we are all talking about the doomsday. So similarly, our journey started a little late. So it was 6th of July 2023 when the first Chintan Shivir was held. After that, the approvals came in. And finally, with two people, Parikshit Sanyal and Group Captain Rahim, the whole system started. The AFCCM was established. So in less than a year, they've already the focus was it had to function like the data hub for the Armed Forces Medical Services, designing and implementation of AI/ML based research projects, and assist AFMS researchers in any big data analysis. With a very basic equipment of a GPU and a couple of computers, these two men started and they were the pioneers, and the entire journey was is as I'll be showing you in front. They've completed two major projects in the last year: malaria parasite screening from blood smears, followed by AI diagnostic modules for pap smear, blood fluid cytology, and FNAC analysis. There are a lot of projects which are ongoing. So in the ongoing projects, there is an augmented reality microscope for screening of cancer screening and of the cytology smears, again led by Colonel Parikshit. AI-enabled colonic biopsy interpretation. So you'll notice the entire thing is very pathology-centric, so the pathologists in the house can be happy about it. There's prediction of cardiometabolic risk factors, which is in conjunction with the AIIMS Delhi. Then another collaboration with IIT Kanpur, with Colonel Parikshit being at the helm of affairs, detection of acid-fast bacilli and Z-stained sputum smears. Graphical multi-user client-server based extensible analyzer for big data analysis, again, Parikshit. The initial strides in the AI-based assessment of renal pathology for assessment of renal biopsies. And lastly, the conversion of frozen section images to paraffin section equivalents. So far you've seen it's all path-centric. There's another project going on for screening of retinopathy of prematurity, predicting motor intentions on surface EEG in collaboration with the sports medicine. A lot of MOUs have been signed and buoyed by this basic framework. Now I'm going to come